for you.
Hi there, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to another Pan Panen Pious Prophetic Pondering here on Alexandria Alternative Media Broadcasting and OK Copernicus Production. We're on episode 13, and this episode is going to be titled. Oh yeah, this one's going to be a humdinger, boys and girls. So hold on to your knickers. It's going to be a good one. The Usury Matrix, Financial Liberation Strategies, and Natural Law. So let's start with some concepts before I go into specifics with our lovely syllabus that I provide with you every edition, so that we can all learn really amazing stuff and take our power back in these times of depopulation agendas and leaping lizards everywhere. So, let's start with money. Let's talk about money first, because this is a usury matrix. And basically, money was invented to literally dupe people into permanent serfdom, essentially. Money isn't even real, it holds absolutely no intrinsic value. Considering that money is quite literally black magic in the most literal sense, I believe that as it stands, per its inventor's intents and purposes, considering it an intrinsic anti-value or non-value is a much more adequate view of usury, currency, money, credit, and the like. All of these things are artificial puppet strings to literally marionette a unsuspecting, unconsenting public into a social contract that they didn't even get to read, let alone sign. um, so let's talk about black magic now that we got into black magic and money is black magic. And you're going to hear a lot more about black magic, human sacrifice, secret societies, and usury in the near future. That's another prophetic pondering for you. You're going to hear a lot more about that coming up. But let's start talking about black magic, because I think a lot of people don't fully understand black magic. It doesn't have to be. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my notes, everyone. It doesn't have to be as intense as, say, rituals, sacrifices, sex magic, etc. The things that you hear about, like in horror movies, and weirdos in graveyards doing unsavory things, disrespecting the dead, disrespecting demons, disrespecting themselves, and disrespecting everyone around them. We all know no good comes from this. But black magic is literally as simple. What do I have on my list here? The act of casting malevolent, false illusions of any form to control and manipulate others and external forces in general. When we combine these false illusions with narcissistic abuse, which is the most common form of black magic we see amongst everyday people, is narcissistic abuse is the number one dark arts we see employed in modern times. Everyday people who are doing this are entirely unaware that when they're speaking bitterness, thinking bitterness, slandering one another, lying, cheating, stealing, conning people, committing fraud, that they're actually doing black magic. They're not simply committing crimes. They're literally taking part in black magic. Financial abuse. Let's get into financial abuse. It is a common illusion cast to impose a simulatory matrix or a Truman Show type experience onto unsuspecting victims. This type of manipulation can happen at all intensities on all levels of society. I'm a survivor of attempted human sacrifice. My family and my ex friends have been trying to get me good and gone from a very tender age. And it's all because of this usury matrix, these secret societies, and their attempt to usurp the natural world, defying natural and universal law alike, creating an inverse, hoping to make a chaos realm that will implode and somehow give evil reign permanent power or something. You'll hear from other prophets talking at this time, other tarot readers, more on this story and more on our next episode. I'm going to get into the cards and a traverse through the cards that back up everything we're talking about right now. However, on with the point we're staying on, this is a generational curse that has been exploited in families of all levels of income bracket, all backgrounds, all ethnicities, all ties. This generational curse to throw someone under the bus for a little money and status because someone doesn't like someone or someone's a black sheep. Well, we're all gonna see some justice for this in the coming months to years. I can tell you that we're going to see some things because this has been a top down way to try to destroy any type of sovereignty of any individual or anyone who doesn't have usurping power using a usury matrix to manipulate and manufacture consent and control over the entire public. I hope everyone is staying with me. This is a difficult topic to talk about. Um, Well, this perpetuation seems to have reached a crest of this generational curse and doing awful things to friends, relatives, spouses, etc., for some money, some status, a few favors. And that's the catalyst that's launched the Great Awakening. And all these posts that I do on the YouTube Recommended Chronicles, when I do the supplemental broadcast, even the music I produce at Copernican Records, all of this is about the Great Awakening. All of this is about getting the word out, getting information out, and getting people to see what's really going on now that the veil is lifting. The 5D, the 4D, the 3D, we're seeing all the layers come together now. And we're seeing what these people were really up to behind the scenes. We're seeing the smoke and mirrors, the black magic, the illusions they're casting. And most of the illusions they cast was utilizing usury, utilizing money and credit systems, and doing that to literally enslave and manufacture consent to be enslaved. Make these people want the status. Make these people covet the money. Make these people covet their neighbors' everything. Literally the most sacrilege, unholy of behaviors being deemed as godly is literally what these people do. I don't care if it's the Masons. I don't care if it's the Illuminati. I don't care if it's the Club of Rome. I don't care if it's the Fabian Club. I don't care what club is doing it. I don't care if it's Trilateral Commission. I don't care. These people all have the same plan. How do I trick someone into consent to usurp all of their property and gain control of them so that literally they're just playing God? That's all that these people have been up to all of this time. And the Great Awakening is going to stop their great reset. It's going to stop their great taking. We've all kind of had it. Those of us who were selected for sacrifice and survived, I can say for a fact that my first husband and I were selected for sacrifice, but he wasn't smart enough to know that. So he fell for the trap and tried to sacrifice me. I left him. My second husband, they tried to do the same thing to us and they tried to sacrifice us both, but we stuck together and we stayed together. And for anyone out there going through this and just finding all of this out, that your family, everyone's been up to this since you were very small. It was about money. It was about an inheritance. It was about a spiritual inheritance. Yeah, we're going to get into that part now. So, all of these matters tie to a well known prophecy regarding a wealth transfer in which the meek shall inherit the earth. And that transfer will end Jacob's trouble. This is a biblical prophecy. But to better understand the prophecies, you are going to need to look at Gnosticism, and other things because we all know on our show that the Piso family fan fiction known as the Bible is so corrupted, we've got to cross-reference everything with other sources, even to make that a reasonable historical text, aside from an inside joke from, like, the Medici family's ancestors. Like, that's essentially what it is. But on to the rest of our points. Um, a large RICO case regarding the Chosen and the Starseed Collective, some light workers too. You know, the 144,000 of us. That's a concept, not a literal number. Uh, these collectives and we're uncovering mass secret society plots dating back centuries, like dating back to like the 1700s, actually probably the 1600s, because almost every revolution and civil war was paid for with secret society money. So we're all secret society colonies. We're not actually who we think we are, and their next step is to band together and force us into a one world government, which we all know is a well, we all know what they're trying to mimic, and then they're going to bring in Project Bluebeam. They're already rocking out with Paperclip and Mockingbird so hard it's ridiculous. But yeah, they've been at this for centuries, and they literally sacrifice people with black magic. They go around, slander their name, make it so they can't make any money, blacklist them, break up their marriages, get people to cheat on people, get people to backstab people, and try to drive them to commit suicide after years of abuse. We're talking about starting to sexually abuse children when they're very young to harvest their energy. That is what these people do. That is what I survived. My family is evil. My ex is evil for helping them. My friends are evil for taking hush money. They aren't my friends anymore. I do this now. I would rather do what I'm doing with y'all and helping everyone get justice and helping everyone get answers and making beautiful music and art for everyone. I would much rather do that than be a part of any family of origin or community that involves themselves in any of this while calling themselves good Christian people, hiding at church, going around playing pretend while behind closed doors they are the most satanic evil you could possibly run into. But I digress. Um, this black magic, whether you want to think about it literally or metaphorically, because honestly, this black magic stuff literally it it only work it's low it's a vibratory magic, and it really only works on people who fall for it. If you don't fall for it, you go, "Oh, that's an illusion. You're an idiot. Why are you insulting my intelligence? Please move along. You're wasting everyone's time." However, if you fall for it, like my ex fell for it, they told him that if he drove me crazy, got me committed, and then went and submitted for a power of attorney with someone pretending they're me and forging my signature and stuff while I'm locked away in a mental hospital because they want to steal my money. He'll get a cut of it, and he'll split it with my family, who was all cut out of the will when I'm the sole beneficiary. And these people in the secret society convinced him to do this, and he doesn't understand that, no, they were sacrificing you. Everyone knew you weren't going to be able to kill me and get away with it. So, for real, you were being put on the line, but they lured you with this money and used this black magic to break up our home, break up our family, destroy everything. Well, it didn't work on my second marriage, but boy, did they try. And that's why I'm telling all of you, beware. These people in these societies, they make you sign an oath. They make you literally sell your soul to the devil, and they make you sign someone else's name on there for collateral. Anyone who is married, if your spouse goes and joins one of these organizations, that is grounds for an immediate divorce. That is grounds for a restraining order. You literally have no consent over what that society does when your spouse goes and signs up. They may even try to kill you like mine tried to do to me. Okay. That's real talk. So the main focus of this illusory matrix is mind control, eugenics, and data manipulation. They want to control history. They want to control science. They want to control religion. They want to control everything. They want to make everything smoke and mirrors and illusion, so that everything is nothing, and when everything is nothing, you can justify anything. That's where the depopulation comes in. Pay very close attention that this was a slow bleed in, a slow trickle from post Inquisition. This is the new Inquisition. This is the Neo Inquisition. Can't get into college? They're going to sacrifice you. Not a straight A student? They're going to sacrifice you. Won't put up with your family's beatings? They're going to sacrifice you. Won't let your husband rape you? They're going to sacrifice you. This is what these people do. And they all make it look like you did it to yourself. That is what they're about. I refuse to speak to anyone from my past. I have blocked everyone's number. If you are a part of my past, you are not a part of my life, because I know full well you are the reason that I had to claw, struggle, and tooth and nail to get to where I am today. I'm not doing it again. So they do this. And let me be clear, I was a very happy, loving kid, open heart in high school. I had friends. I mean, yeah, I was, different, but I had friends and stuff. I dated, but I had no idea that all the drama in my friend groups and in my dating and in my first marriage was 100% caused by my family, who was being bribed and paid by a secret society who was all after an inheritance. Then my first husband, my high school sweetheart who I married, we were happy a couple years. Then my grandparents died and there was money on the line. They bribed him with my money. He's probably going to go to jail because he listened to the people that I married him to escape. And I told him, I want to get away from my abusive family and I want you to get away from yours. I want us to start a life together. No. These people with money and power, apparently, make everyone believe that without money and power, they will never have anything, they will never be happy, and that they would be better off dead. Well, let me tell you what, that money and power, that cursed dirty bag of money, it's destroying planet Earth, and it is not making the world a better place. And these secret society people aren't happy. They're not, none of us are happy. Don't you think it's time for the madness to end, everyone? I know I do. So, yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a minute because I actually need to read my own handwriting here. Um, okay, so the people's use of black magic is bad enough, but here's the thing. These people believe in the devil, they believe in evil, they believe in demons. Are you ready for a kicker? All right, sit down, everyone. This is going to knock your socks off. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in source. They don't believe in angels, archangels. They believe in everything that is wrong, and they believe in nothing that is right that overpowers everything that is wrong. They do not believe in karma. They do not believe in stuff that we all know to be very real and operates under natural and universal law. So they're trying to make this inverse matrix and this false system where they literally have upside down world. Well, that's about to implode. Okay, that's really not going to work much longer. Karma and universal law and natural law all state that everything that they've done, there's a backlash. Okay, this is where this wealth transfer is going to come into play, and this is where we're going to go look at the syllabus here in a minute. But for real, these actions that have been taken since the Renaissance are in direct conflict with universal laws, and these people have literally brainwashed generations of people to believe false information from false gods and false religions. And they're going around doing, pardon my French, cockamamie, half-ass black magic, not knowing what they're doing. It's even worse if they were if they were doing it right, it would have been one thing, but they're doing it like really bad. And so everything is starting to look crazy. If you see chaos, natural disaster, so on and so forth, you're seeing karma in full effect right now. I'm here to let everyone know that. And they wanted to brainwash the entire world into an inverse or evil realm. And if that they cast enough illusions with their, favorite spells that they like to cast, that they believe that they'll just be able to manipulate situations, manipulate money, manipulate the terms and conditions endlessly, so that everyone is just caught up and dizzied in smoke and mirrors. Everyone is enslaved by black magic. Everyone is a slave to money, which is black magic. And no one respects anyone, and everyone is disgusting for something that isn't even real. So I'm here now to provide you with resources for financial liberation strategies and to learn more about natural law and what they're moving against. So now that we've gotten through my notes, let's go over the syllabus real quick, and we're going to wrap everything up. All right. So, our first link is how the courts get jurisdiction of the body from just conspiracy. Then we have Sestui Quevi Trust with Tammy Pepperman, the Matrix Rule of Law. Next up in our syllabus, we have U.S. Slave Ownership Emancipation Proclamation. Yeah, guys, we're still slaves. You have to file to not be a slave in America. I hate to break it to you, it's the 21st century, and you actually have to go file with the court to not be treated and held as a slave under your false legal identity. And after that, we have car dealership and the performance bond, and the ecclesiastical state, all coming in from Robots and Patriots, great channel for financial liberation. Then we got Freddie Silva, ancient temple grid network, ley lines, sacred oath, servant of truth.org. Mayan pyramid collapses. No one really brought that up. Static in the Attic's going to bring it up and what it has to do with all of this. Thoth, I am with you. A little more Egyptian stuff for you to better understand what this has to do with all of this. Pay your bills with your bill statement coupon from Financial Impact Lifestyle Augmenters. Conditional acceptance, focus on the principles. Conditional acceptance is a really great website, everyone, for learning more about this. How we forfeit our rights through contracts, live workshop clip number 4 from Conditional Acceptance. Hold trustees accountable for their actions. Yeah, all of us have trustees. We have to hold them accountable. You have to go to court to do this. All the information is in the description box. Court deadlines don't apply to you. That's real talk. Conditionalacceptance.com. Conditional acceptance letters defending your rights through high word magic. They use black magic. We're going to use high word magic. We're not going to be butt munches like they are. Remember, magic is simple as talking your reality into existence. That's all magic is taking an idea and making it real. It's not more complicated than that. Do you need to correct your status to be free? If you live in America and you haven't done it yet, the answer is yes. Go to Conditional Acceptance's channel for more. Stay out of court. Conditional acceptance. Conditional acceptance works through natural law because natural law is real law. The postal rule explained. You need to know that one. Learn how to write conditional acceptance. Why your 1099A is not working. Conditional acceptance. You're not paying your bills correctly. Conditional acceptance. Using an affidavit to express the truth. Again, conditional acceptance. This affidavit is important to the entire process. The 1099A process. Don't be greedy. By the way, if you give, I already talked about the black magic. Greed is bad karma. Going around wanting to do things for bad reasons is going to bring you bad results. When you do anything that I'm teaching y'all about, do things for the right reasons if you want to get good results. If you act like my ex, you're going to be facing bad results. If you act like my current husband, who, yeah, he ain't perfect, but when he makes a mistake, he does the right thing. He gets to live a happy life with yours truly. You see the difference? The same goes for this money, conditional acceptance, these government systems. Apply the same rules with everyone and you will have true integrity. You bet your bottom dollar on that. The conditional acceptance process, your bills are prepaid and contain a check. Pay close attention to that. Jekyll and Hyde, the tale of two persons, the man and the legal person from the common law rights society. That's an important one, everyone. Ex-occultist. They call it the master key of the universe from Be Inspired. You want to get inside these people's heads. Come with me on this journey. We're going to get inside their heads, man. All right, next up, law and morality. Should we respect evil laws? You and I know the answer to that. That would be a no. Then the Hart-Fuller debates on morality and law. Legal positivism, the dominant theory in jurisprudence. And let me be clear, legal positivism is a trap. It is a manufacturing of consent via black magic through implementing compulsory penalty for non-compliance. So you will positively do the legal standard. Yeah, that's sick. Don't fall for that crap. Stand up. It's the Great Awakening. That doesn't mean do evil. It means stand up on the laws that are evil. Everyone, do not even try to mix my words up. John Lennox, science doesn't explain what you think it does, from the channel Practical Wisdom. GE Ethics, the natural law of Thomas Aquinas. You know that I got to get my philosophy on my show. That comes in from Sir J.M. Vlogs. Natural Law Theory, Crash Course Philosophy number 34 from Crash Course. The Kali Yuga, Julius Evolva, and the Eternal Natural Law from Thomas Leroy. That's a very good video. Go check that out. Did this man escape the Matrix? The story of Dr. Jacob Grinberg, Beyond the Veil, from the channel Beyond the Veil. I know I escaped the Matrix, and I hope you escape it too, y'all. I'm here to help you. Escaping the false reality matrix is easier than you thought, from Plant Abundance. And that plant medicine and getting off that nasty Western medicine, that's going to help. The Chosen Ones, you are the secret weapon against the Matrix, from Astral Adam. Bugs in the Matrix, our life is not real, only awakened souls, from Astral Adam. The Capitalist Matrix, what everyone gets wrong, from the channel One Dime. David Icke, we live in a matrix. Our world is made up of and that's from Official TEB. Why the matrix can't control the Sigma female. And if you're a Sigma empath or a Heyoka empath like I am, you're totally going to relate to this. It's going to be real edifying. That comes in from the Rare Gems channel. The Esoteric Secrets of Plato's Cave, and The Truth Beyond the Simulation. They don't teach you this in Philosophy 101. I'll tell you that. They teach you this like a BS crap about, oh, I don't even want to get into it. But they want to teach you some smoke and mirrors to keep you from knowing the truth. That's all I'm going to say on that. The Traps of the Adversary, from Everything Explained, coming in from Spirit Science. How society is programming you to be poor, single, and young, and somehow think that this is something that you are entitled something because of this. They push you down, so now you're entitled because you fell for it. Yeah, let's learn about these depopulators and their traps, because this stuff is really childish. Then we got Michael Schellenberger's Guide to Escaping the Woke Matrix. By the way, there's many matrices within their false illusory matrix. That's why they like to cast a matrix within a matrix within a matrix. If you want an example of how this would look and you like really, really good movies, go watch Synecdoche, New York. Watch Caden struggle to recreate his vision. Trust me, you'll understand the vibe if you go watch Synecdoche, New York. It's a great movie. The Matrix of Illusion is manipulating your perception of reality, from Wisdom of the Universe. Oh, yeah. Also, great philosophical movies to help you in your endeavor. Please go watch Waking Life, and please go watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And there's a really amazing anime called, Mind, F, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Watch that one too. It's a little graphic, but it will get you inside the heads of this like lizard hive and their like horrid ideas for humanity. Does the Matrix end when you die? From the channel Inspired. What is the demiurge? Exit the Matrix, from The Alchemist. And if you don't understand Gnosticism and all, the demiurge, this is going to help get your foot in the door of understanding that. And the final video we have for our syllabus today is Enlil the Enslaver, the Matrix, the Gnostics, and the Serpent, from Ancient Astronaut. And remember, this all goes back to Sumerian, i.e. Babylonian, i.e. Canaanite, i.e. baby-eating, human-sacrificing, horrible people who really like to slut it up at the orgy. Yeah, and go around spreading disease and, beating their wives and children. And if you don't want to live in a world like this, don't join societies that uphold this stuff. Don't care about things that these so-called elitist, parasite, idiot, ruling class people think is good. It's all a trap. They're horrible people. They aren't even people, and they want you to be just as disgusting as they are so that they can justify eliminating you and taking all of your stuff. That's really all they care about is smoke and mirrors and how do they make it legal. They don't care if it's moral. They don't care if it's ethical. They don't care if it's right. They care if it's legal and if they can get away with it or not. And we got to put an end to that, because this is the Great Awakening. So that is our pondering for today. I know I switched up our schedule a little bit. We are going to get into Tataria, I promise. I promise, I promise. But all this cool new information popped up from Magic 8 Ball that I have to get out to everyone. So I have to rework what I'm doing. So our next episode is super exciting adventure. And if you're afraid of tarot and divination and stuff, remember that divination and divination abuse is when you go out and nosing, all right? When that stuff comes to you and finds you, you're just observing what spirit brought to you. You're not going out and nosing on people. You're not trying to see what someone's future is to go sabotage it like they did to us. You're not doing any of that. You're just trying to, listen to when spirit comes to you and talks to you. So I'm going to show you these resources in our next episode titled Epic Collective Tarot Adventure in Truth and Liberation for Earth Angels, Chosen Ones, Lightworkers, and the 144,000. And we're going to go through these collective readings because my story is not merely an individual story. It's a collective story. It's going on worldwide. It literally affects millions of people, and it's going to be found out in due time and soon enough. So stay tuned, and I'm going to take you on my part of the adventure that was brought to me, and you guys can see if any of it resonates with you. And if it does or if it doesn't, we all still need to be aware. It doesn't matter if you were not a victim of attempted human sacrifice. You probably know someone who was, because this is so much more common. It's normally the kid who was bullied, the kid who was picked on, the kid who was driven to suicide attempts, the kid who was driven to drugs, the kid who was driven to run away from home, the kid who felt like they couldn't do no better in life. So they just had to do what they could and take whatever they could. That's who the targets were. And that whole illusion to set them up like that, it's all artificial. It's all fake. They use schools, teachers, jobs. They got us fired from jobs. They did all kinds of stuff to us to maintain their image. So again, guys, if you're a part of that, or you know someone who is, my heart goes out. I'm there for you, and I'm trying to help correct the problem by bringing awareness to the problem. And I hope that you all help me by liking, sharing, subscribing, getting the word out. And also, please, by all means, produce your own content. We need as many voices in this game as possible, everyone. So I want to thank you all for being with me. I know that was a little lengthy and a bit rambly, and I hope that you all got something out of this, because I have learned so much on this journey, and I want you all to learn a lot too. So, like I like to tell you guys, just be cool. Just be cool. Do the right thing. Know that following your heart, regardless of what anyone tries to dupe you with this black magic, know that following your heart is literally the good white magic. And following your ego, that's that dirty, nasty black magic. Don't fall for that trap. You know, a lot of people fell for that trap, and don't let it make you bitter, because that's how you fall for the trap. If you become a vessel for bitterness, disharmony, and discord, and you hold on to it and you don't let it go, you don't give that stuff to God, you're going to hold on to it. You're going to hold that poison. And you yourself are going to become toxic because other people were toxic around you and you didn't remove yourself from that toxicity. And that's how they make the human sacrifice look like it's your fault, because you chose to stick around that toxicity. That's how they manufacture consent, when you literally don't choose to leave, when you don't take your free will and do everything in your power to fight back. So fight back, guys. And I'll see you on the next Pan Panen Pious Prophetic Pondering. Epitome out. Take care, everyone.